So, Bullock's in trouble with the law again this episode, eh?
Yep.
Wasn't he also in trouble with his department in the last Bullock episode, POV?
Now that you mention it, he was. I'm sensing a pattern here, Crane, and I don't like it. I hate Bullock as a cop, but I definitely don't want him on our side.
Then let's do something about it.
You're right. Let's kill him.
Or we could, yeah, no, let's just kill him.
Welcome back to another episode of Batman the Animated Recap. Last time we covered Joker's Favor, which featured a poor sap named Charlie getting mixed up with the Joker after a bout of road rage. This time we're looking at a story that features Detective Bullock getting framed for murder. Season 1, Episode 23 of Batman the Animated Series, Vendetta. We open on the GCPD escorting a criminal known as Spider Conway from Stonegate Prison to the mainland via boat to give testimony that will knock 10 years off his sentence. Commissioner Gordon and Detective Bullock are waiting at the docks, but the boat never makes it that far.
So the GCPD just abandoned the prisoner to get blown up. Classy.
Good riddance to a filthy rat. Well, we don't really know the fate of Conway since we do see someone grab him before the boat blows up.
Now why would you do that?
Do what?
Take the joyous feelings I was having about the demise of a rotten weasel and ruin it. Dummy, put the other fleshy on the list.
He's already on the list, boss.
2 things. First, you ever talk back to me like that again, I'll hit you so hard I'll kill me, capiche? And second, put him on the f***ing list.
Yes, boss. While the GCPD starts a search to find Conway, Batman heads out to Stonegate to check the docks there for clues. And he finds one.
I always knew that Bullock was of questionable moral fortitude. The only question now is, did he kill him because he's on the take, or because of his own personal vendetta?
Oh, please. The only person who has to worry about a vendetta from Bullock is the donut shop guy when he runs out of bear claws.
Back at the police station, Gordon pulls Bullock off the case, and we learn that Bullock arranged for Conway to get out of prison to turn evidence against the criminal we all love to hate, Rupert Thorne.
Shouldn't he still be in jail over the whole Harvey Dent Two-Face incident? Seriously, Batsy, why do you even bother putting any of us away?
Because I don't kill people, remember?
I'm not saying you have to kill, just a light maiming. It's hard to commit crimes when all your limbs are broken.
That's true. Why are you giving him ideas?
Just trying to keep things interesting.
Batman breaks into the records room of the police station to take a peek at the file on Bullock. Bullock also pays the records room a visit to check out his own file, only to discover it's missing. This causes him to take off in a huff. Back at Wayne Manor, Bruce has found a connection to Rupert Thorne from going through Bullock's file.
Time of his arrest, Conway was working for Thorne, so he might know something that Bullock doesn't want revealed.
You stole that file from the police department. That's a crime, Batman. You're just like us. I am not, and I didn't steal it. Just borrowed it. Oh, well, you know that bank vault I hit last month? I didn't steal any cash or jewels. I was just borrowing them. Okay, haha, very funny.
Yes, and remember when I gassed all those people downtown? I didn't kill them. I was just borrowing them. From life. That doesn't really work, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
Ah, well, I killed them, but at least they died smiling. They're smiling.
We cut to a watery cave where Spider Conway wakes up in a confused state. He calls out to see if anyone else is around, only for this to happen.
Not you! It can't be! Stay back! Ah!
Did they just pull a second fake out with this guy?
What do you mean?
First the Bab, and now this. This is a kid's show, so I highly doubt they just killed him like a teen in a slasher film, which means it was a second fake out.
That's if it was a fake out. Try seeing the glass as half full. Maybe he really is dead this time. Anyway, elsewhere in Gotham, we see Rupert Thorne in his rooftop greenhouse pruning a plant when he gets interrupted.
Batsy does know how to make an entrance.
How do you do it?
Well, not to brag, but I spent 2 summers at theater camp.
Batman tells Thorne that he has questions, but before he can ask them, Thorne's men storm the place with guns locked and loaded. Not to be outdone, Batman counters with an equally strong move.
You'd better hope your men are very good shots.
If I was one of those mooks, I'd have shot Thorne and Batman both, then taken over the business with the reputation as the criminal that killed the Bat.
That's why you're the boss.
Quit sucking up, idiot.
Batman drags Thorne outside, leaping off the rooftop with the mob boss in tow.
Taking a real gamble that gargoyle would support the weight of you and Marlon Brando in the peak of his robustness, weren't we, Batsy?
No way. Gotham's structural integrity is so sound, the buildings are practically indestructible.
Huh, they have to be with all the explosions that are constantly going off.
Batman asks Thorne if he had Conway blown up. Thorne says that Conway isn't worth his time, and that it didn't matter if he squealed or not because he had nothing on Thorne to begin with.
That's true. If Thorne thought Conway had anything on him, he would have had him shanked in the joint for sure.
Lovely.
I'm glad you appreciate the artistry.
No, I was being sarcastic. Never mind. Back at the docks, the GCPD still have found no signs of Conway. Gordon is about to head back to the station when Batman shows up and tells him that he thinks Bullock may have been responsible for the bomb. Gordon admits that Bullock is hard to work with, but ultimately stands up for him, saying that he's a good cop. Batman takes a look at the wreckage of the boat and finds a small sample of something on a plank of wood.
It's probably semen.
What?
I've seen all the CSIs, and any time they find forensics, there's always semen involved.
Well, it's not that. Back at the police station, someone who is very clearly not Bullock shows up at the lockup pretending to be him, requesting to see a prisoner named Joey the Snail. The guard says that they need to check Bullock's clearance first, which gets them a sweet, sweet concussion. Fake Bullock then accesses Joey's cell, resulting in...
Away from me!
How did he manage to walk out of the police station dragging that man behind him? You're telling me no one saw anything? I knew the GCPD were inept, but this is ridiculous.
Across town at a diner, Bullock is with Officer Montoya when they hear sirens outside. They rush out to see what's up, only for Bullock to be arrested on the spot for the disappearance of Joey the Snail.
If he was with Montoya, wouldn't she be able to corroborate that it couldn't have been Bullock? Ha! You're assuming that she'd want to. Good point.
Back at the Batcave, we see Batman reading that Bullock has been arrested in a newspaper before using a microscope to take a look at the sample he found in the boat wreckage.
Did Batman go on vacation? We saw him find that sample before Joey was taken from the station. Bullock was arrested after that, and they would need time to develop the film Bullock's picture was on, write the story, print the story in the paper, and then that paper would need to be delivered to Wayne Manor. And he's just now looking at that sample?
Yeah, what do you have to say for yourself, Bats?
As Alfred is about to confirm in this scene, I was staring at that sample for days. Sure, I say it's a scale, but it looks like a tiny white glove. I thought I was tracking down a gang of criminal mice for the first 48 hours.
Oh, come on! Batman would never be led down the wrong path during an investigation.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, but when you see how I cracked this case, you'll realize I was having an off week.
Note that it's in a microwavable crock.
Croc. Alfred, you're beautiful.
We cut to Ocean World, where Bruce gets information that I assume he could have gotten from the Bat computer from a recording at the crocodile habitat. We then cut to the Gotham waterfront, where Batman takes the Bat boat beneath the surface to discover a cave. Inside the cave, he finds both Spider Conway and Joey the Snail tied up. Just as Batman gets the men free of their bonds, we finally see who's behind all of this.
Just what I need now. The freak job in the tape.
Huh. I thought he'd be bigger.
While Killer Croc tries drowning Batman, Conway and Joey happen to find two breathing masks and flee into the water. Batman manages to contort himself into an impossible position to kick Killer Croc away.
People laughed at the Pilates classes. But who's laughing now?
With Killer Croc temporarily restrained, Batman goes after the two crooks, catching them and making a quick getaway in the Batboat.
You know, it didn't really look like there was room for three in that cabin. There wasn't.
Those lucky guys.
Back at the Batcave, Batman finally pieces together who Killer Croc is and why he has beef with Bullock.
Bullock busted him, based on the testimony from Conway and Joey the Snail.
Then Croc has escaped.
Oh, Batman, quick question for your fan club. Do you always drink tiny coffees while solving crime?
I'm rich, so yes.
Hey, Batman, was that a coffee or a bat fee? Get it? A bat coffee?
Don't be stupid. There's no such thing. It was a battuccino.
Oh, man. That's so much better than what I said.
I know.
Rude. Batman decides to set a trap to draw Croc out. Back at the station, we see Bullock getting released from jail. He heads to his car to find Croc waiting for him. Croc orders him to drive and reveals why he set Bullock up. His gloating is interrupted by Batman, who is hiding in the back seat.
To know what it feels like the way I do. Huh?
You used Bullock as bait?
Yeah. Do you have a problem with that?
No, I think it's genius. Just a shame that Bullock wasn't killed as a result.
Croc and Batman struggle, which causes Bullock to swerve into a light pole, totaling the car. The accident renders Bullock unconscious, but allows Croc to escape into the sewers with Batman in close pursuit. Batman taunts Croc in an attempt to draw him out, but it just results in Croc punching him in the face with sewage.
What? That seems highly improbable. Well, f*** me. He punched him with sewage.
Batman fights with Croc in the water, which eventually results in Croc trying to drown him by holding him under. But Batman is, of course, resourceful as ever. Not really sure of the physics on that, but okay.
Did he just bring down the entire sewer by pulling out a few bricks? So much for that Gotham structural integrity. Huh. Maybe I do need to start running the numbers before just leaping off Gotham skyscrapers.
Batman emerges from the sewer with an unconscious Killer Croc in tow. The now awake Bullock asks Batman why he stuck his neck out to help him, and Batman responds,
We may have different ways of enforcing the law, but we both believe in it.
Ugh, there's nothing I find more revolting than two goody-goodies finding common ground over their love of the law. Makes me want to shoot someone.
He knows that's not a real gun, right?
Huh, doubtful.
The episode ends with Summer Gleason asking Bullock on air how it feels to be cleared of all charges, to which Bullock replies,
I just want all the scumbuckets and dirtbags in this town to know they better lay low, 'cause Bullock's back.
Well, I needed a laugh.
Yeah, who does he think he's dealing with? The criminals of Central City?
Oh, he's adorable! Like one of those miniature Doberman pinchers. They think they're full size, but have the cutest little bark.
I hope he falls on a knife.
Hey!
Oh, what? A guy can't speak his mind around here?
No, Scarface, we all hope he falls on a knife, but sometimes you have to take a moment to appreciate just how useless he really is.
This episode was an interesting way to introduce us to Killer Croc. It's nice to see that not every supervillain in Gotham starts out with Batman as their nemesis. The idea that the cops, who do the day-to-day capturing of criminals, would have powerful enemies lends some realism to this often fantastical world. What did you think, Bane?
I agree with what you said, but the fact that Bullock is the main focus makes it really hard to root for him. If it was Officer Montoya in the same situation, you'd be on her side the entire way. Of course, you also probably wouldn't think her capable of the crimes either, which is why Bullock is really perfect for the episode. 3.5 out of 5 bricks needed to take down the entire Gotham sewer system.
Join us next time when we'll be covering...
Oh, let me say it. Can I say it? I want to say it.
Ugh, fine.
Join us for fear of victory.
You see what I have to put up with? Till next time, boys and girls!
I say car bomb.
Nah. Two in the back of the head. Execution style.
I sense nefarious deeds afoot. What are you all talking about?
Not much, just placing bets on how we think Bullock is going to die.
Oh, choking on a donut.
A cyanide pie in the face. Of course, that's how I hope everyone dies.
You know what? I want to change mine before bets get locked in. Massive coronary, induced by fear.
Are we still talking hypotheticals? Because it sounds like some of you are planning.
Hey, Batsy, you want in on this action?
Do I want to bet on how a man's going to die? That's disgusting. I can't believe you'd ask me that. What are the odds running on alcoholism?
5 to 1.
Put me down for 1,000, but don't tell Alfred.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and a share. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon to be notified when more Batman the Animated Recap episodes go up. Thanks, everybody.